What I have here are the main flavor ingredients for this fantastic cookie called the citrus doodle. It's basically like a snickerdoodle, but the main flavoring instead of cinnamon is citrus. It's really great. You're not going to be able to stop making them. The first thing that you want to do is start out by measuring your flour. You need 2 3/4 cups of flour, scooped and leveled, a tablespoon of the baking powder, and then a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. I'm using fine salt today for baking. Whisk it together. A lot of old recipes called for sifting. You could use a sifter if you have one, but if you don't, the whisk works just fine. And then 1 1/2 cups of sugar. Separate bowl, not into the bowl with the flour. Okay, so then just follow me over to the other counter where I'm gonna cream and mix and all kinds of great stuff. Don't forget the citrus, you're gonna need that in a sec. Voila. I have 2 sticks of room temperature butter. Nice and soft, an indent will hold, but it shouldn't mush completely apart. Don't try to do this with cold butter. It does not work very well. Okay, so add your butter to your mixer, and then the 1 1/2 cups of sugar, that goes in 2. This is a creaming method cookie, which just means you gotta cream your butter and sugar before you add your dry ingredients. You're looking for your butter and your sugar to be completely combined and light and fluffy, medium speed. While that's happening, I'm gonna grate some orange zest and lemon zest. I need some for the cookie and for the glaze later. Rasp grater, fantastic tool for grating. So I need a total of 2 tablespoons of orange zest and 4 teaspoons of lemon zest. It's a lot of zest. Grate your zest, grate your zest. You do need kind of a lot because this is a citrus doodle instead of a snickerdoodle. Oh yeah, that butter looks really good. I mean, the butter and sugar is totally creamed now. Beautiful, fluffy, fluffy, fluffy. That's what you're looking for. Be patient, because sometimes it takes a while to get there. If you want the best, most perfectly textured cookies, it usually takes about 2 or 3 minutes. Now it's time to add the eggs. Just make sure that you beat it till it's completely combined before you add the second egg. It's just proper technique. Baking is not hard, but you should follow the rules, and then you always end up with the product that you're looking for. 2 tablespoons of orange zest, 4 teaspoons of lemon zest. Once everything is fully incorporated, then you can just add your dry ingredients. I like to do that by turning the machine off. Otherwise, it can go flying everywhere. But you can add all your flour at once. Careful, it can be messy. Baking is messy, but it's so much fun, and I love it. It's something that keeps me calm and relaxed. And then just turn it on really low so the flour doesn't fly everywhere. Now, all that's left to do is shape it and bake it. Baking pan, parchment paper, scrape everything down. And then you're ready to scoop. I'm using an ice cream scoop because it's much easier. Get even scoops all the time. All your cookies are going to be the same size. If you scrape the scoop against the side of the bowl, you get an even amount every single time. I would say no more than 12 on a baking sheet. It takes about 15 or 20 minutes to preheat an oven. Preheat it before you start measuring and creaming and all that stuff, and it'll be ready when you're ready. 350, 12 to 15 minutes. Rotate them halfway through so they bake evenly. Now all there is to do is make the glaze. You need 2 1/2 cups of confectioner sugar, otherwise known as 10X. This means it's 10 times finer than regular sugar. I'm gonna take this too because I need a lot of juice. 3 tablespoons of orange juice and 3 tablespoons of lemon juice. Depends on the juiciness of your oranges and lemons as to how many you're gonna need. I would say start with 1 lemon and 1 orange. You might need 2 lemons. This works really well for lemons. It's too small for the oranges. There are orange-sized ones, but I don't have one, so I'm gonna get a reamer. And then just add your lemon juice. 2 tools. I should have just used a reamer for everything, but I wasn't thinking. Think! And then add that too. And then remember that zest that we saved from before? Add that. 1 tablespoon of the orange zest and 2 teaspoons of lemon zest. 2 teaspoons. I'm not using a teaspoon measure, you might notice. 2/3 of a tablespoon is 2 teaspoons. There's 3 teaspoons in a tablespoon. And then whisk it. I have a tiny, cute little whisk. Now all you have to do is wait for the cookies to cool and you can glaze them. So I just let these cool on the parchment paper on the baking pan. I just like to take the top, dip it right into the glaze, let some of it drip off, and then put it back right on the parchment-lined baking sheet. If you have a wire rack at home, put it on top of your parchment paper, and then put the glazed cookies on that, and all the extra glaze will drip down onto the parchment below the wire rack. If you don't have one, don't worry about it. You just might have these little feet of glaze around your cookie, which you can remove once it's set. And that is all there is to it. These are delicious, they're tangy, you're gonna become completely addicted to them. I love them.